Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. This is episode number 9. I've had a little bit of time letting things run off camera, and you can see that the railroad is now profitable. Quite profitable. It's doing pretty well for itself. This last year actually was its best. I have 3 trains running, 2 of them running grain only, and then 1 running the then produced food from that grain into Hollywood. I've also had a chance to repay some of the loans taken. We're down to $2 million in loans, but we also have a nice healthy balance right now of 1.5. Let's go ahead and repay another one, cut that in half, and then we'll see what we need this money for here before I do much of anything. But we're just about, as a business, out of debt. Just about. I have forgotten actually to build my headquarters, and let's go ahead and do that. And what better place than... No, not Hollywood. No, of course not. Right in the middle of the map. At home. Can we get rid of this and do that? There we go. At home in Portland. Because this is legitimately my home, even though I technically live in another state. I live right on the opposite side of the river. Alright, well, we'll put this right here in the middle of town, overlooking the Columbia River, which of course I have affectionately decided to call it. And if we're starting to put something into Portland, we've got to do something about Portland. Oh, yes, we do. Looks like there is a farm, and Portland needs food, but is there a place to process? There is over here, and it's not that far away. So we could get another production line going in regards to this one. Now, the tricky part here is how close together the end destination is from the beginning point with the middle here. I think you'd almost be better running a single double line this way that goes down to the processing plant, the food processing plant, but then splits and goes into Portland and then does the grain. Why don't we get to that for this episode? Why not? Let's get Portland on the map. I was actually trying to figure out what to do for this episode. Now, before I start this project, though, there is another project that needs doing. The vehicles, over time, they get worn out, and I've replaced the first 2 here, and I'm not even sure what kind of condition they're in now. How long has it been running? They're already very bad. So even the ones that I replaced are already very bad. So... interesting. Maybe I just need to put up with that fact and accept that the vehicles just are not running well. And then soon we're going to let the calendar move forward a little bit. Move forward in time and start seeing some new things introduced. But I think we'll do that after we get Portland connected in 2 ways. We're going to run passengers around. We're going to connect Portland to South Bend because it actually is linked. It's a long route, but it is linked. But we're also going to bring food to Portland. So let's do that now. Now, as we are raking in the money, we might as well... let's see, we made $666,000 roughly each of the last 2 years. So, good balance. Good balance. We actually do have a positive balance for the business for the first time. But we're going to hang on to the money we've got at the moment because it is time to get another line on the go. So let's start with buildings. We're going to want a terminus station here. see if we can put this right here. And it looks like we can. Tricky thing though is the elevation changes. I like this better. Down the hill a little bit. And it does connect to it. That's good. Now we're definitely going to run double lines out of there, but we need to connect into Portland. The food needs to go to this side of the city. The town. It's very much a town right now. Oh, hello, hello. Why so expensive? Let's not make that so expensive. We can make the road do what we need it to do. Let's put it out here a little bit further. We'll link that up in a little bit. And as for you, you are a huge farm. Oh my goodness. That is quite the slope. Let's try to see if we can avoid this slope a little bit. This is crazy. Alright, how about we come out a little bit? Oh, there you go. Alright, before I forget, I'm going to link both of these roads up. This one, dirt road's just fine. Okay, how about we start from this end? Okay, come on, work with me here. Do you have a snap point for me of any kind? No? Oh, there we go. Alright. You're linked. Sorry about your field. But I'm sure you'll appreciate what we're doing here. Let's go same here. Good. That was easy in comparison. Alright, now I know we still need a train depot, but let's build the tracks and we'll put the train depot in after. So where do we want to go? Up. We want to go downhill. So let's start with that. You're already heading downhill, are you? Ooh, this is more of a hill than I thought it was, isn't it? We're going quite downhill at the moment. You're going over there. So we'll go this way a bit. Take the curve initially. Wow, cheaper to go with a bridge than it is. Interesting. The bridge is cheaper. Okay, if we ran all the way, let's see, we're kind of either cutting in or digging up a little bit, dealing with the slope. That's still, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Let's go ahead and do that. Now Now the tricky part is how do we want to work this one in? Where is it going to work best? Do we go all the way up here? Let's see what happens if we move the line further down. You don't even like that area. All the way to the end doesn't work. So yes, I think we are kind of tied into doing it this way. Okay, we want to come all the way down here. Can you do that for me? Nice. Good, 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 good. Okay, we're gonna put this onto the line there. Now, we need to have a crossover point here as a just in case. We want it to have the speed it needs. Apparently I did not pick the right point. Right there. Alright, there's our crossover. And there's no reason... Yeah. We're not going to go straight grain into Portland, so we don't need to have anything this way. What we do need now, though, is somewhere, probably right up here, as the line seems to be cleanest up here. Let's add in... this guy. Alright. I think we can skip the crossover. Now we just need the signals. We want to make sure it's clear before you enter. And then we want to make sure it's clear before you enter. We want to make sure the crossovers, maybe? Do we need to have something right there? Probably. Imagine we do. So we'll kind of check either way on that one. Make sure it's clear. And then, same thing kind of coming in, don't we? Or do we want something to have priority? Who has the right of way? I suppose that's already been handled. Because this crossover point we'll make sure that it's clear ahead. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good already on that. And now, what's next? We've got the buildings. We make the lines, buy the trains, and we can already almost afford one train. Of course, we have the same problem. I'm going to want to do the triple train sequence that we just ran before because nothing has changed. So let's go ahead and make our 2 lines. Alright, so we're looking at one from here to here. And this is going to be cargo train, Portland, and this is food to production. Okay, and then we make another line here to here, and that's cargo train, Portland, production, distribution. Alright, I think they are ready to roll. We just need to start getting some trains out on the line, and we can very nearly afford the first. But I'd like to get all 3 going, but maybe we start with 2. So we're gonna have to borrow a little bit. Yeah, you have autosave. You don't need to remind me. So we need to borrow that. 3 million should be enough to buy 2 trains, except I do want slightly more than 3 million, I think. Because I noticed something that I can do. Let's find the Portland Train Depot. There you go. And we want to buy 1 of you. And we're going to do all grain. And instead of 6, we could actually go 7. Now 7's that odd number, but when you go 7 and 7, you have 14. So then 7 boxcars on the other one works. It just costs a little bit more, but it's going to get you a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get you on our Portland food to production line. And then we're going to get let's go ahead and close that, and then we'll try again. Yeah, there we go. That's the easiest way to do that. Let's get the boxcar one ready to go. I will do all 7 as soon as we can afford it. Tempted to take out more loans, but nah, don't want to go there. Don't want to go there. It should be easy enough to pay back in time. Now, this line isn't quite as short as the Hollywood one. I don't think it'll be quite as profitable as the Hollywood one, and there's hills to deal with, so it's not flat. It's going to take longer to complete this route. So it is definitely not a given that we will be making as much money on this line as we did on the other one. But with 3 trains, guaranteed it'll be profitable. Looks like I might need to take out that loan if we're going to get this thing moving. We're right there on the edge, but I don't think we're... maybe. There you go, 1.6. It's going to drop again, though. There it goes, but we are getting closer. Okay, so we are making a positive balance. And once that train comes back that first time, that'll be over 150,000. Extra gondola will bring in slightly more. Okay, nearly there. Come on now. Ah, so close. So close. Where is that train? There it is. Coming to make its first delivery. I think I might need an additional train signal or 2 in the middle of that road just to divide it up into different sectors so they don't hold up so far away. But come on now. Back to 1.6. Almost there. And here comes our train coming in. Whew, 315,000, the extra distance. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we have that train ready, and that's going to be Portland distribution. Production to distribution. So you go out on the line. Now, like I said, I think I'm going to take a moment. We don't have the money for the third train yet. We have one here. What if we put another a little further back? And if we do the same thing out here, yeah, look how far he has to wait for the signal there. And do we need signal at the road? Maybe we do. That also kind of divides that up anyway a little bit, so which is what we want. Let's go ahead and close this. Let's also send you the other direction. Can you do that for me? Head on back. You have nothing on board, but there is something here at the station. I don't know how much yet. Just 11 right now, but it's something. Meanwhile, the balance is looking good. Yeah, production to distribution, we just started that line, so it's at a negative balance, but the other one's already profitable with just the one train on it. We'll get a second train on it here in a little bit. There we go. First train heading down the road. Now to get to that 1.6, I could borrow another million maybe. I mean, that only puts us at 4. We'll recover it pretty quickly. You can see we were still 500,000 to the good other than the investments, meaning we could cover it quite rapidly. There's the two trains passing each other. On a full one, you can see how it slows down here as it's going uphill over that little bridge section and into the station, just how slow it is. So it'll be nice to move the date forward a bit and be able to get better trains. So a full load, 315,000. That is nice. And you can see already we hit 600,000 just like that. So buying that one more train, we're just $1 million away. Let's do it. Let's get that last train out there. And we'll go to the vehicle manager, Portland Train Depot. We already have our boxcar one, so this is another gondola one, and we're going to look for 7. And we'll keep an eye on the balance, which we should hit here in... Oh, no, that was our to Portland train. Got to 1.62. So we're just 60,000 shy. Might hit that this time. Okay, come on. 1.6. Ah! We need some train deliveries. See, they really are making the difference now. I mean, initially it was harder to see the profit from the trains, but you get it set up right, and the profit ends up quite a bit more than we're getting from all that work with the passengers. But this line, as noted, Definitely takes longer to complete, but has more value when it does. And you get what you need. Oh, you tricky little bugger. You had it for just a moment. There we go. Alright, Portland. Food production. Third train heading out. This other train should be coming back. Ooh, and look at that. They're going to be back to back. Now, are you going to hold up? You do a little bit, but see, he gets past here, and you're able to continue on. But is he going to hold up at the station here? And he does. I need to add in more signals. Or not. I thought we tried to place one. What's going on? There we go. That'll divide the section of track up a little bit more. I think we're going to need to do some on the other side, and ultimately for the same purpose. We'll put one here. Why are you so... Oh, it's because I have trains on the section at the time, maybe? You're just not wanting me to divide this puppy up. Okay. That'll divide things up a little bit. I only have the one track all the way through this lengthy section. I might need to double this up, or at least have some sort of passing lane. I think the passing lane might be the best option on that one, so let's go ahead and work on that for a little bit. We're going to need to do it probably over here, close by. No money at the moment. There we go. There's the money. Achievement! Now what? Have two trains stuck facing each other. Uh-oh. Okay. This is what I was just trying to fix. Okay, well, you are going to reverse. And there's not another place for you to cross. So now you're going the wrong way on the track. Can we get you to go around him? Nope. Okay. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I did get an achievement, so there you go. I suppose it was worth it. By the way, I did get one in between this episode and the last, which was for upgrading. I think I just need to run double track through here. That last little stretch for Portland is fine, but clearly not through here. So yeah, we need to just go double tracks through this whole area. And then we'll bring it together right here. And now we need to add in a bunch of signals, like making sure it's clear before you get on. We can... You won't let me bulldoze it while the train's Coming. Good one here. The other one's already coming. There we go. Okay, I got it. We need something. Let's see here. We need signals. Oop. Nope. We need signals partway down the line. And then we need a signal for the end. And I think our problem's now going to be resolved. Alright, so Portland has its food before it ever even has a way to get around town. And that'll definitely be the next step in the process. I think we've just about got this figured out now. Okay, they don't wait, but they don't collide. I guess we're okay. Oh, now it waits. But now it'll proceed as it crosses the road. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, so I think we're looking good now. How is the line looking? Not yet going the right direction, but as it begins to maximize, it should become more efficient here in a little bit, and they bring in quite a bit of money each time. Looking at our other lines, we're doing okay. Our single distribution here is not a big deal. It's one truck going out for distribution around town. So Jersey Central, just 3 vehicles, so that's okay. Now it's really just all about that one line and whether we can get it to turn a profit. See, last couple of years we didn't. This year though, we're well into the year, and it does look like we are making a profit. This is just stretched out a little bit further, a little bit harder with these old trains to make that profitable. But look at the numbers, 400,000 there for a moment. Definitely showing that it has the potential to easily outperform the road. And this is only 2 lines. Think about it. The road, we had, 5 cities in the north, 2 cities in the south currently. So 7 cities of the 9 are connected to passenger lines. And we do have, 1 road cargo line? Or 2 road cargo lines. And then 7 cities connected by passenger. And yet, we are nearly out-earning it. By quite a bit. You can't tell the breakdown necessarily without looking at the individual routes. And looking at that, 73,000, 53,000, those are both passenger lines. The distribution ones are these, and they're doing quite well as well. They're bringing in the bulk of the money. So cargo bringing in way more than passenger, but moving people around helps grow the cities, which helps grow the demand, which is where you really get the money from the production. So you do need the passenger stuff. So while we're here, let's connect Portland up real quick, and then we're going to call this one an episode, and that'll give us 8 cities linked somehow or another. Was that 8? Counting that right? It is 8 because it's Hollywood to the south, but I am not linked to Hollywood with Portland. Not currently. Can't connect these roads up at this point. You could technically go all the way around the long way to create one massive loop through this road here to here to here up to Portland. But South Bend, this road comes all the way through up to Portland. So South Bend's already set up. We need to get Portland set up. And the direction I want to go is probably going to be right over here. So let's link this puppy up. Go for the bus tram station. Okay, are you actually linked up here? I need to connect this up here before I do anything else. Let's do that now. Feels like it needs to be a traffic circle, right? Go that way so we don't have too many intersections. And the way this is popping up, let's bring you in as well. And Portland's getting bigger quickly. Roads are just popping up left and right. Don't forget about center. Alright, now let's get back to the bus stops. And it looks like we're going to definitely need a south line for the new area coming in, and we're going to need a north line going through. So we'll start with a south line, and let's make the first stop here, and then we'll continue to stop along this area. Even though there's nothing there at the moment, there certainly will be later. Let's get one here, and then it's going to head straight back. Okay, so that'll be the south line. And both of those are coming back this way. So I wonder if we go around this direction. Put one here, right before that road. Put one here. And one there. And then they'll overlap with each other. I feel like I need one here closer, but that's let's do it. Let's do it. It's only 1200, right? Alright, let's create our lines. We're going to need 3 lines in all. So we're going to run our Portland South. Okay, so Passenger Road, Portland South. Okay, let's go north, and this feels like a reversal to me. Not the way I would normally run these, but it matches the bus stations. Passenger Road, Portland North. Portland Annex, way down here to the South Bend Annex. It's a hefty route. It's not going to be an easy one. Definitely a distance to cover. Passenger Road, Portland to South Bend? Yes. Now, instead of buying from way down, I'm going to take a new road depot just outside of town here. we have our Portland Road Depot. So let's see. We want to go 3 and 3 in town. That's 6. Why don't I just start with that? That'll be the easy thing, and then I'll decide how many I want. By the way, we could start repaying some of what we borrowed here in just a little bit. We have Portland. Okay, north. Portland. South. Okay, let's go back into the depot and buy some additional, and I don't know, it's such a long route. I think we need to have at least 8 on it. And that's going to be Portland to South Bend. Alright, another town linked together. There is now only a single town that is still isolated, and that's Reno. 2 ways to link up Reno. We have a road that wraps around and does get on top here, and it comes all the way to here. We're this close to Oceanside, but right now we don't have a way to connect those. And we already saw before how expensive it is to try to run something up the side. Also, Jersey City, another one. We're partway up the side with this road right here. I'd like to try to run that up the side and link to this road so that we can link it over here. Eventually we want to cross the river. Portland is an ideal place for that. Or right down in here, cross the river. That would link South Bend and Reno. That might be the easiest way to go. But eventually we need to start linking all of these towns to one another. Also look into our next cargo route that we can set up. Well, there's definitely some work to do. Now the Portland lines aren't going to be profitable yet. They're going to be costly. And what's going on, Jersey? You're okay. That's the Portland lines. That's the new ones. You can see our new Portland distribution lines are already starting to turn quite profitable. So our last thing that we do today, go ahead and look at the balance. We're at 4 million, but we made 840,000 last year, 529,000 on the railroad in just 2 lines. It's already not quite doubling, but massively out earning 150% what we earn on the road. And that's a ton of lines, active passenger lines and a couple cargo lines, and that's just 2 rail lines. So done properly, they are very profitable. You just can't bury yourself in the process. And speaking of, let's cut that back down to 2.5 million. And we're going the right direction. We are going the right direction. It's good. It's good. I have no idea what just happened in the last year, why it's already ticking onto a new one, but okay then. Well, we had the investments, but the rail, odd year. Just bad timing. I think our balance is somewhere in between these. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Be sure to hit that like button to keep this series on the go. I'm really enjoying playing this one. This is one that right now I feel like I just want to play myself. And I'm more than happy to record while doing so and putting out additional videos from what I would normally do. Right now, the quantity is high. I'd like to keep that up for a little while, so help me get it into YouTube's algorithm a little bit so that I can justify doing so. And maybe I just will anyway, because like I said, I am having fun. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.